everybody, I'm Catherine Elizabeth from Cat Beth Art. This is my art channel where my creativity flows. I'm so happy to have you here. Today's episode I'm trying out a new color palette and I'm actually going to show you two paintings with just a small difference between the two. So let's get right down to the studio and I'll show you the first one. And I have a 10 by 10 stretch canvas and I'm pouring my pillow paint on. Whenever I'm auditioning a new color palette, I like to start with a smaller canvas until I know it's going to be to my liking. And then I begin with my color layering. With the Prussian blue, I added a bit of titanium white to lighten it up a little bit into a shade that I was looking for. I added a bit of that blue mixture to this Titan Green Pale until I got just the color I was looking for. I also added a drop or two of the blue mixture to this Interference Blue to make it a little bit more opaque. And then my cell activators. And then I'll begin my blowout. It looks to me as if my pillow paint is a little bit on the thin side. It's actually a new can, but when I used it last time, it was really thick and I had a hard time blowing the paints across. So I added a bit of water, and I think I might have overdone it a bit, because the paint is sliding off the canvas with just the slightest bit of not being level. And with the paint, as I blow it, when I stop blowing, I can see it gather toward the middle really quickly. So I'm going to have to make sure that I'm aware of that as I move forward with using up the rest of this can, because I'm not going to waste it. I love the blending of this blowout, really pretty. I think I got a little too deep there because now I'm into pillow paint. Never mind, I do like a bit of negative space. Gave it a good spin there. I can see a lot of black accumulating along one of the sides. I'm hoping that it spins off. It's still there. I can see that I'm going to have to do something to try to get that off. Yeah, okay, I'm going to tilt it. as I'm tilting, I'm watching the movement of the weight of the paint as it pushes what's beneath it off canvas. But I'm also watching what I don't want to be dropped off the edge of the canvas. And I'm looking at the composition all at the same time. I'll try another spin. Try to get that to blow off a little more evenly. Okay, all right. And here are the dried results of the first painting. At first I wasn't sure if I liked this one. I thought there was just a little bit too much purple down here. But the more I looked at it, the more I thought, well, you know, I kind of like these dark lines here that are caused by the cell activator. It has beautiful lacing with these lines. And I really liked how it kind of got lighter along the edges. So I'm not so unhappy with it after all. I'm going to show you different orientations and let me know in the comments below which one you prefer. I think I like this one best, and I think the reason why is because it's more heavy down here and it gets lighter up above. So that's the first painting, and now let's try painting number 2. Painting number 2 with a 10 by 10 clean canvas and my pillow paint. I'm beginning to layer differently. I'm starting off with the purple color. I'm also putting just a little bit on because I've learned it kind of takes over. My blue is moved up the ladder. I'm hoping that more of that will show this time. And I'm also hoping for some more of this. This is a really pretty color. My cell activators. I'm being very careful how I lay this down. I don't want it to dig in too deep into the paint layers. I want it to just skim the top. And the same with the white. I think the white feels a little thicker to me, so I really want to prevent that from digging in as well. Then I'll begin my blowout. Again, I'm noticing that the pillow paint is very thin. I'm really happy that those cells are coming toward the outside rather than congregating in the middle. But you can see how thin it is when I remove my hairdryer and how fast the paint wants to travel toward the middle again. I think there's just the right amount of purple with this one. Just letting all those cells group together in the center. And then I will give it a spin. Actually looks kind of nice the way it's spinning like that. Reminds me of a fan. A lot of dark around the edges. Not quite around the edges, but just inside the edges. I'm thinking, what am I going to do about that? Should I tilt it off or allow the cells to form? Maybe the cells with the colors will take over. I'll have to wait a little bit and see what happens. Kind of looks like butterfly wings, doesn't it? I like it, but I think it needs a little bit more movement composition-wise. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Checking the depth. The depth seems okay. Just trying to draw those lines in. Okay, I like it. Here are the dried results for painting number 2. I'll show you a bit of a close-up here. I really love the lacing that's created. I'll let you see the different orientations. I think this is my favorite orientation here. I love the blue colors right here with just a little bit of the purple. It doesn't quite take over, so that's good. I really liked the cells up here. And the lacing makes it look like it's a leaf or flower petal. In fact, I don't know if you noticed it, but when I was painting at the end of it, I saw a thickness of black right here. And I thought, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and try to make it look like there's a stem. So I took some of these dark lines and I extended them out to make it look like a stem. And I think it's actually quite effective. I really like this one. Now when you compare this one with my other one, you can see how quite different they are. That's the wonderful thing about this kind of painting, is that You can have the same color palette, but depending on a number of factors, you get quite two different kinds of looks. For example, the way you layer the paints makes all the difference. The way you blow out the paints, and if there's any tilting involved, that also makes the difference. And so I really enjoy that. I never plan ahead because I never know quite what I'm going to get, and I don't want to be disappointed. So I just kind of go with the flow and see what happens. And I'm really happy with these two paintings, especially this one, I think. So next time I'll show you another painting or two. I'm not really sure, but I definitely will keep on the same color palette. So until then, bye.